Now, the starting lineup for Michigan. Playing center, number 77, Emily Malazewski.
I'm dead.
Playing right D, number 6, Izzy Gerber.
All right, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining us here on 91.1 UMass Women's Myles. Thanks for joining us. Michigan riding
Playing center, number 11, Brianna. Playing right wing, number 22, Kennedy Pearson. Playing left wing, number 19, Jordan Dustin.
What did she tell you?
She said that everything was going really great this week, and I think she kind of just really put everything. She said that it was they were going to work on.
That said, we're going to see up this afternoon. Hope to see you soon. It's UMass versus University of Michigan here.
Now please rise for your master's
See you Mic check. Oh wow, it does bring it up on my screen. All right, and with that said, we are live here in Amherst, Massachusetts. It is UMass versus Michigan here at the Mini Mullen Center. It's great to have you all with us here on YouTube. That's right, it's YouTube stream here on 91.1 WMUA. We apologize for some of the technical difficulties. In a crazy week, crazy past couple of days. John Ruggiero is not on the call. We have a pretty much newcomer in Myles and Otto. Myles, thanks so much for hopping on. We also will have some intermission report content with Abe Fernandez sitting to our left, so it's going to be a good show. I am, of course, Jacob Ruppel. And Myles, this is a Massachusetts team. They've lost their past 3 in a row. It was a difficult time over in Niagara. It's a Michigan team that is probably one of the best.
Yeah, big games that show who they really are. I think coming out to a good start here, maybe it shocked them a little bit.
That said, here's from Massachusetts. O'Neal finds a shot that which is going to the top. Massachusetts elects it in the offensive corner. Jason drives out, tries to get it to O'Neal. Shot gets blocked down. He's going to fall into the circle. Here's Joanna Dustin. Dustin behind the net. Grabs the back up to the middle. Step back down. So far, pretty good offensive possession for Massachusetts. Just over 30 seconds in. That said, here comes Michigan the other way. One nice play by Little to disrupt that. Massachusetts will try a breakout. Here's Kennedy Pearson. Moving it up. Solo forecheck for Massachusetts. They go for a partial change. Opportunity on the front. Gets steered aside. So far, all Massachusetts. Massachusetts the other way. They get stymied in the neutral zone. And it's the first of a 2-game series here at the Mini Mullins Center. Sarah Matthews in net for Massachusetts. All starters starting for Massachusetts as per usual. No injuries, no replacements for the most part. Michigan will dump it in behind the goal line. Here's Bronco, feeds it to Julia Williams, has trouble handling it. She'll dump it in Massachusetts and go for a third change.
But UMass has had better yards.
Riley Evans, the freshman defender, skating after it. UMass tries to break up the ice. Michigan doing a nice job. Almost a turnover there. As it settled down in the neutral zone. Here's Abby Dawn, feeds it to the far side. Massachusetts comes in. It's Erin Bennett, the defenseman. She'll send it in deep. Massachusetts trying to steal off the blue line. Comes on the other way. She'll let that puck dribble down and she'll go for a chance. Massachusetts going from left to right. Michigan going from right to left. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Shot, glove, save, rebound. Over behind that and into the corner. UMass with a good forecheck just a couple minutes in here. No score. UMass versus Michigan. Riley Rosen on her own blue line. That gets whistled down for an offside for our first whistle of the game.
UMass cycling all 4 of their lines, making sure stay rested, getting their star players more opportunities later in this game.
Face off will be in the neutral zone. Massachusetts going from left to right. Michigan going from right to left. Massachusetts wearing their classic white home jerseys, black helmet, red and white socks. Michigan in that maize and blue. Famous helmets that you see them don pretty much all of their sports. As the puck is tied up in front of us here. Here's Shelby Little up the far side. Little on the forehand, trying to drive to the middle. Fires a shot. That one just misses. Sandrine Conant in that formation. See a couple of actions so far tonight. 2 shots on goal. She saved both. Puck sliding around in the neutral zone. Kennedy Pearson comes back for it. And it's settled down by the assistant captain, Shelby Little. Here's Little. She's a lot of ice to work with. Little gets to the neutral zone, tries a little side step, and goes in on the one-man forecheck. Little, not much help. She turns that over, but Kennedy Pearson keeps it on the blue line. Pearson fires a shot, doesn't get through, and she and Little will regroup.
Little's not afraid to go involved. She's really got offense connection on the team. 3 goals on the season already as a That's 3rd in the 2 goals.
Williams trying to come the other way. Michigan trying to shovel it forward. Williams battling in front. She'll send it in deep. Just almost 5 minutes in here in the Mullins Center. No score. Puck will carry him out of the offensive zone and settle down by Hannah Groffo. Groffo tries to make a move to 3 defenders, and she gets uprooted, but keeps a fervent forecheck. Here's an opportunity now for Williams. Here's circle, wrist shot headed away by Cotton. And taken away by the Wolverines. Puck along the near half wall. Here comes Michigan. Massachusetts trying to bank it forward, and here's Williams at the end of her shift, tries to get it to Zoo as the puck slides into the offensive zone.
This is a Michigan team that prides themselves on how much shots they can get. They average 44 shots per game, and in this game so far, they've gotten nothing on the board in all UMass games.
All Massachusetts so far, like we mentioned in the open, as that shot goes whizzing by Sarah Matthews. Massachusetts trying to break a 3-game losing streak. The game before that they tied, so looking for their first win in 4 games. Also, they haven't been home here at the Mini Mullins Center in quite a while. It's been over a month, so it's certainly great to get back here broadcasting for you all. The players playing on home ice. They went up to Niagara just a few weeks ago. That was a difficult series for them. Lost 6-2, then 5-2. Before that, they played Colorado home. That was our last broadcast. They lost 2-1. Very close game for them. As the puck slides all the way down, Matthews' hand goes up, and that'll be an icing. And going to the offensive zone for Massachusetts.
Those 3 games were the first of the Division I matchups. The first 3 games against Assumption, that series, and against since making the shift to starting to play the D1 games in their schedule, they've really struggled around 4.33 goals against in those 2 games.
Struggling to find some sort of continuity on defense. Coach Wright, however, optimistic about his team, a pretty young team compared to last year, so those kind of growing pains are going to happen. We talk to him pretty regularly. There's some improvement to be made on this team, but he also likes the direction that they are trending. With that said, the puck pops into the Michigan bench, and it will be a face-off in the neutral zone. I have to say, Michigan jerseys are probably one of the best.
I love the helmet jersey combo. The iconic Michigan.
Here's a takeaway. The Wolverines come the other way. Massachusetts surrounding. Nice play by O'Neal. Tries to strip it free. And it rattles around the high slot. Saved by Matthews, and she covers the rebound.
Good job holding on to that puck. The confusion, the multiple sticks. Good job from Sarah Matthews to hold on to that.
And even though the defense hasn't been phenomenal, Sarah Matthews has been a player that Massachusetts has always relied on. That's why she's one of the assistant captains. Matthews at 2.92 goals against, averages her 4th start on the year. Splits a little bit of time with Mary Honan. Honan is 1-2. She gets a 3.18. And McMakin also the other goaltender. She's not seen any time so far this year. That said, here comes Williams with a shot blocked away. That was probably the Massachusetts' best shot of the game so far.
Williams has that speed. She's seen it all season long. She really uses that speed.
Here comes Bronco the other way. All circle with shot. It flex through, and Massachusetts still with a rebound. And they can't get any wood on it. And Michigan will figure it out.
Hands there in the scramble. No one able to step onto the net while the goalie was following.
And all starting from Bronco. We know what a dynamic player she is. And speaking of dynamic, here comes Shelby Little on the forehand, trying to drive the middle. As the rest of the line needs to go for a partial change. Valiant effort nonetheless from Shelby Little.
That's an underrated part of having an is you're able to rush the puck up with your defenseman, allowing your entire forward
We talked about how Michigan came into this game with a lot of momentum. They're at the top of their conference as that shot goes wide over the head of Matthews. They haven't looked very great here so far. You have to think flying across the country, or at least possibly driving a bus across the country, getting ready for a 2-game set. But they just haven't had their legs, I would say. Would you say so, Myles?
No, they haven't had their legs. And another thing, UMass haven't played in a week. They're fresh. They're ready to go. They've been wanting to play. And Michigan played recently in Ohio. They've been doing a lot of traveling. They haven't played at home much. They've had not home games. They played the WMUA games against recently distanced opponents.
And of course, Michigan playing at the ever-famous Yost Arena. That's also where the men's hockey team plays. Never get a chance to go there. It's a gorgeous arena. Got a pucky shot through the far corner. 10-10 left here to go in the first period. No score. Here comes Ben. Low shot. Whizzes wide past the left pad of Hunt. Puck Ben's high off the glass in front of us. Massachusetts trying to get it in. O'Neill trying to seal off the offensive blue line. It's taken away by Hanson. Hanson's going to shoot this one all the way down on net. Matthews makes the save, gives up the rebound, but she'll take that over a defensive zone faceoff for her team.
Lucy Hanson. 6 goals on the season already. In their career, 41 games. She is really excellent at getting something back home.
Yeah, there's a couple people on this Michigan team, but notably her, Lucy Hanson, and Julia Lindahl, the 1-2 punch. And Hanson, like you mentioned, 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points. She's up there in all of the NCAA, or excuse me, Women's Club Hockey, ACHS, in points. And that will go all the way down. It'll be an offensive zone face-off and an icing for Massachusetts. Face off to the right of Pop. Michigan wins it back. That's going to establish themselves in the offensive zone. A couple shots so far tonight, 5 shots. Michigan's 3.
She mentioned it, and
keep in mind these two teams are back at it tomorrow. We will have the coverage for you exclusively here on WMUA's YouTube page. Here's a long drive from Riley Evans. Michigan will play it around to the far side.
absolutely. It's not a bad seat to come
Tries to play middle. Picked off by Williams. Williams 1-on-3 near circle. Tries to get a shot off. Centers it out. And just misses connection. And we will have a whistle for an offsides. Almost a very juicy opportunity, however, there for Massachusetts.
How outrageous Michigan first line has been throughout this season. We haven't seen that in these games. They've been shut down.
Here comes Herman slowly weaving her way in. Left-handed defense in on her backhand. Goes over to her assist. Played around to the near circle for Hanson. Hanson driving to the middle, using her edges. Gets a shot. That one just misses Matthews. Williams tries to get it out. She does so successfully, and it's settled down by Katie Herman. Williams takes a tumble in front of us. Hanson will send it in deep. Michigan will go for a corner shoot. And UMass will cycle it around in their own zone. Here's Grofton. Trying to find Williams at the end of the shift. Just a little bit too far. It will be an icing on Massachusetts. With that said, we're going to bring in Ava Fernandez. Ava, tell us what you've seen so far.
I've seen a really great gameplay so far. I see everybody just working really hard, and it's a tough team, so I think that it's a really good game.
Thank you, Ava. We appreciate that. Making her WMUA debut. Actually, the only one here. Myles made his debut just a few weeks ago, his second debut. Here's a tryout in front. Michigan can't get on. And keep in mind, we'll have a lot more updates for you. Check our Twitter at WMUA Sports. Keep an eye on a lot of women's hockey games to come. We've got a lot of good stuff for us. Here's Zoo at the Hockey's logo. She has some room in front of her. No middle woman by her side, but she'll try to get a shot off. That one is saved by Connor. She goes on a goal chance. 6:35 left here in the first. Massachusetts with 6 shots on goal. And nothing to show for it so far. Here's gone. Drop pass. Itel trying to shovel it to the middle, and it's glove saved by Punt.
something that Julia Williams talked about in the pregame show was getting shots to score, not just to get shots on net, and really placing these shots to give them the best opportunities. And that's what is going to need to be happening for them to score on Connor. He's a career 9.94 save percentage forward.
Definitely their number one, and you're seeing why. Hasn't given up a lot of opportunities, and they haven't been perfect so far, but not a lot of grade A opportunities. And there could have been one, as Anthony Pearson had the screen in front. Pearson might have gotten a piece of that. As this one slides all the way down, there will be no icing. And UMass will have to transition out of their own zone. Here comes Michigan the other way. There's a shot. Doesn't get through. Settled down by Joanna Dustin. Moved ahead for Brianna O'Neill. Hockey Slogan. Nice move. Here's a 2-on-1 for Massachusetts. O'Neill for shot. Blocked away by Cotton. Can settle down in the far circle. An opportunity there on the odd man rush for Massachusetts. Dustin trying to work 1-on-3. Kept in for the moment by Shelby Little. Now the oncoming Karlstein. Here's Sue. Trying to weave her way up the ice. A lot of room. Low shot. Here to the side. 5:10 left in the first period. No score, these two teams. Here's Massachusetts trying to center something out in front. That one hits the crossbar and goes over the top of the net. Almost a little bit of puck luck there from Massachusetts there, Mike. Yeah, Darlene working the puck. There's police. Puck goes behind Connor. Michigan will settle it down. 4:33 left here in the first period. Friday evening. Here's a takeaway now for Bronco. Bronco working 2-on-1, trying to flip it over to Williams. As Angler is calling for it. It's been such a good line for Massachusetts this year. Bronco trying to keep it in front of you. 2-on-2 battle. Lindahl trying to pry free. She does for Michigan. Williams skating after on the far side. Picked up by Bronco. That'll be whistled down for an offsides.
Potential offside.
Maybe. I didn't think I ever saw a Michigan player on the other side of the offensive blue line. But nevertheless, it'll be a face-off at the Power U, and Michigan will win it cleanly back. Here's their captain, Katie German. German flails that into the far corner, skating after the Zoo for Massachusetts. She tries to move it out. Now it's taken away, almost a 2-on-1 for Massachusetts. And UMass will send it in.
Comments on the parent thing is everything's reversed on your video. Everything's backwards.
Everything's backwards.
That's what they're saying on the parent chat. You guys are the UMass ones, right?
Yeah. Here's an opportunity for going the other way. Center to the middle. It's taken away by hand screen.
Okay. Everything's reversed.
That's so I don't even know why that would be.
I'm just letting you know. They also say there's after that they said that there's a lot of great sound in the background. I can barely hear the announcer.
Really? All right, I'll turn
So
it
just
up.
giving you guys.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll try to figure out how to flip it. I don't really know how.
Block made up to Garvey. Into the corner. Still battling in the corner. Garvey moves it out. Towards the center of the ice. Chance now for Michigan. Saved by 39. You're in the first period. Still deadlocked at 0. Shots are 10-6 for the minute.
You face off to the right of Matt. Got O'Neill on it. And Michigan wins it right back. They go D to D. And they'll send it in. Pearson trying to take it away. Brianna O'Neill will send it up the ice. And it trickles down into the neutral zone. Here's a shot saved there from Matthews, settled down, and onto the stick of O'Neal. O'Neal working along the far side. And here's a possible breakaway for Joanna Dustin. She turns the burners on. Here's Dustin. Backhand forehand, loops that one. And just misses.
From Gustafson, Dustin's shot goes wide.
Puck in the defensive zone for UMass. They're looking to break out. Joanna Dustin with a golden opportunity there. Here comes Massachusetts 2-on-2 the other way. Nice move to the middle. Save there by Connick.
Last chance of the game for the minute. Joanna Dustin was 4 goals on the season. Buck on that.
1:33 left here in the first period. Face off to the left of Connick. Massachusetts wins it cleanly back. Possible opportunity the other way. A one-on-one and a nice defensive play there by Shelby Little to break that rush up for Michigan. It's one time tried to flex on. Saved by Matthews. A great head save.
Great defensive play from Little. Lindholm was taken. It was a back. Makes a play.
Puck comes out to Riley Evans, a freshman defender. She sends it across to the far side. Massachusetts will swat it in. 50 seconds left here in the first period. No score between the University of Massachusetts and the University of Michigan. Barris will send it in deep for Michigan. Settled down by Matthews to Evans. Evans sends it up to the far side for Dunn. She plays it off her skate. Goes on edge and hits the linesman right in front of us. 30 seconds left here in the first. No score. Massachusetts trying for one final opportunity. Possibly costly turnover. Now here comes Swanson. Swanson working in the near corner board. Tries to send it out in front. Almost finds a Wolverine. And here's one more opportunity. There's a shot blocked down by O'Neal. She'll send it all the way down. 3 seconds left on the clock. And that will do it. So 20 minutes of play underway and in the books here in Amherst, Massachusetts. Myles, no score, but some good opportunities for UMass. What do you see?
I mean, if you're UMass, you are so happy with that period. You're going toe-to-toe and winning against the number 5 team in this country. And you have shown that you can get the puck really off the zone, keep possession, and they generate some chances off that. Michigan's chances have been a lot of odd man rushes, not really many high danger chances. They had that one almost breakaway that was disrupted by Little, but as a whole, the men and women are playing excellently.
With that said, we're going to step aside. We have a little technical difficulties. We are going to try to figure that out for you. And when you come back, hopefully everything will be underway. 40 more minutes of hockey here in Amherst, Massachusetts. We'll be right back. I'll do a mic check. Just gonna do a mic. Just gonna do a mic check. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Try that.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
I thought I did. I thought I
Mic
did.
check. 1 2 1 2 1 2.
It's like muted.
Muted?
Yeah, like we're not getting through that crisp.
We're getting on this. Is that what's
No,
up?
I don't think so. I don't think that
Did
should-
the people in the office say it was weird?
What's up?
Did they say it was weird in there?
Yeah.
That's really weird.
This is very weird. We've never used the what do you call it? The wireless, or not, the old Comrex for women's hockey. We've never used it in a while. Okay, just put this back in here. Put that. Squeeze back.
Is it coming in just like about a lot?
Yeah, it's very faint. It's almost like it's not picking us up. So I'm wondering if this has anything to do with this. Just it being on off the signal. We've never used it with that.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I have 4 bars.
Toss me that blue cord right there.
My frame rate is now it's on. I'm happy to see that we have a You have to have pretty good eyesight to follow that camera.
What?
I said you have to have pretty great eyesight to be able to follow the camera. You're using it on the.
Yeah, on this little thing, I'm like this. It's like nice with this though.
Alright, let's try this. Alright, let's try. How about that? Mic check, mic check. Can anyone hear us on the broadcast? That would be better.
Oh, last time we were here, we were doing audio.
How about now? Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello. Yeah, go.
Mic check, testing. Mic check, testing.
One, two. How's that?
Testing.
Hello? Mic check, 1, 2. Hello. Anyone hear us?
It's 0-0 here at the end of one as we're in the second. You guys get this?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out the microphone.
We got the camera figured out.
So you got the reverse.
We got the reverse, yeah. I think we'll be able to get I think we just fixed the audio, but it's our first time using this system. It's our old Comrex. It's the new one. It's down in West Virginia right now for basketball. So, yeah.
I'll update the group saying they think you got it.
I think we
Yes,
got.
the camera's definitely fixed.
It's right on.
Yes,
right now.
yeah, you're on it. Now it's that way, but it's definitely going the right way now.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, cool.
Again, this is delayed, so that's the hardest part. Oh yeah, we got it. Yep.
Testing.
Yeah, that's it.
Good.
Yeah, we got it. I think that's it.
That's it.
All right, guys, we are back here to the reference the Mullen Center. If this is any better, if you can hear me, please drop a comment and let me know if you can hear this and it sounds better. Again, please comment down below. Let me know if someone come on over. I think that is better. So for those watching, we can apologize for the technical difficulties, the camera, the microphone, but I believe we are officially underway. and back in action. And that would, of course, be Hugh. Just joining in, Massachusetts is tied right now, 0-0 hockey game. It's a good hockey game. A lot of offense from Massachusetts. They seem to be coming out ready to go. After losing a couple in a row, and then see them on the other side getting come out for 3-2. No score. Redford. Yeah, Myles Donato. Big friend.
Well, it's not that it's sometimes as a broadcaster.
Shelby. What's her last name? Somebody do it on the Twitter too. Wait, how do you spell it? Little, got it.
Just give me a couple of minutes of talk. This is still a little wet. And this gets down to the right position.
What is she?
Hello.
All right, with that said, we welcome you back here to the Meeting Home Center alongside Myles Donato. My name is Steve Clemens.
Exciting, great start.
Trying to pick it up there. Hey, that comes into the spot. They're just shot by Swanson.
It's been solid so far. Massachusetts I would say dominated the first group of the fight, especially right off the jump. These guys are not too good, but they've kept themselves out of trouble. No penalties so far in this game. Second period, Massachusetts in the Michigan going left to right. There's an early opportunity down by Shelby. Middle plays it up to the half, up to German. Trying to keep it otherwise, that's Bucks Hill behind the goal and Sarah Matthews. Been solid so far in the first one. They need safety. She gets strong. Massachusetts turns it over in their own end. For East German now. Slides the head, corner board. Massachusetts working 2-on-2 in your corner.
Back up top.
German with the shot. Still goes back.
It's the top of the I was worried about you there for a second.
The second line for UMass has been excellent in this game. Their forecheck has been dominant. It really comes back for UMass and making the plays back to the defenseman. He's had multiple shots to turn that shift around. And that's what that forward forecheck can do. Open up more opportunities.
Here comes Michigan the other way. They'll send it in deep. Adams chasing after. That'll go down for a ice and intervene offensive zone face-off in Massachusetts. Face-off will be to the right of Coach Bill Wright. The opportunity for Joanna Dustin working along with both sides. Gets it right back. Shot that one goes wide of man. Just over 3 minutes, 30 seconds here. Amherst, Massachusetts, no score.
Gets it back. Justice with the shot from the bar.
Goes to the right of Matt.
Shevsky trying to get it back. Justice with the shot and it's 55 left to go here.
Second period, a much better start than they saw in the first.
He's off to the right of Matt. Moves it momentarily. By a little getting the puck out of the zone. Early in the second. The puck around.
Arturo in, trying to tip it, losing an edge with Bobby as she makes it.
All made for Massachusetts. line has been on for probably over a minute and 30 seconds. Last week,
Trying to send it out in front. Underneath the near
Inside
circle.
the goal line.
Still with the first from the inside. Watson trying to get it going. Matthews in the goal. Behind the goal. Slides into the near corner.
Finally sneaks out. All the way down the field.
Shot goes all the way down. All Massachusetts would like. All face off.
Jordan faces off.
Yeah.
He's actually out of the zone. I get this change.
Well, there's not a case on the team mode, but we use that for internet and.
This looks like it would be a timeout. Coach Wright.
Apparently, I'm not going to get any of that sponsorship.
That's what that will be. Myles, thoughts on if this is a timeout? Looks like it is for the minimum.
That is crazy. When you look at all,
It's a really early timeout. I think Coach Wright really upset with what was going on within that.
And then you said you and Joe tried to
coming from Michigan was going to lead to a goal. So he called that timeout probably to slow things down, get their.
But they couldn't guarantee it because Michigan
They've been out there for 2 minutes, closer to 3 maybe at this point, and they really need that rest. It might cost them later in the game, though. It's a very close game against Michigan.
Ava, can you check our YouTube and see if
Our
our volume is just WMUA
this
Sports?
game, and they need timeout to slow this game down to find an opportunity. You don't have that timeout.
And I used that.
Yeah, that's the trouble after a long shift. You can't just have players
It's a different world.
at least
man.
at this level. So probably a smart timeout. Again, it's like you said, it depends on what happens later in the game.
There you go.
This line from Massachusetts was on forever. This one right off the draw. Now it's Joanna Dustin up the far side. Just Dustin, Harvey to the middle, poked away. And another opportunity out in front. Shot saved. Joanna Dustin doing it all. Just misses an opportunity to score.
Timeout seems to have paid off. Already with an amazing chance. Straight off the face-off. Dustin taking it all the way down and then getting that steal shot on net. Good save by Connor.
Trying to get it back. Trying to build it home zone. Trying to hold it in.
Joanna Dustin. We'll get it out. Now up the window.
Outside the near
So
circle.
that's making the back pocket. Not by the other. Everything. And I can drop open.
Player down here.
Really comes over the so really too much.
Both goalies have been excellent in this game so far. Still, both goalies with a shutout. 14 shots each on average. It's been very good game.
Face off in the far face off. And it can't be. That'd be too.
Okay.
Barbetti tried to dig it off the far board.
This defensive zone for that.
Hold it in back there. It's bounced off of the back circle. Pull it back over. Swanson gets it back. And
Work it back up top.
back to Barbetti on the far circle. Head right away. Barbetti trying to put it back.
Tries to figure it
Evans
out.
back there. Barbetti trying to pull it away. Outside the near circle he goes. Swanson there trying to dig it out of the near circle. Back behind. Hardwood gets it back down. Own goal from the near circle.
So far, we have a lot of good, not a lot of messages.
Michigan is taking advantage of the long shift, the long bench during the second period. because it makes it that much harder to change during the second period. You're going to the opposite side. And so if you maintain possession during the second period, it really tires out the
The UMass shots are a little bit better at these don't think it's 16 to 13.
That's what I'm talking about. Letting Rumco stay out on the ice was unable to change throughout that entire line was off. He's still on the ice and has been for the past 2 minutes. It was back by the Wolverines. Behind the goal line, but turn it back up to the top. One shot deflects. By Matthews, jumps on that one. In a row paint.
11:22 left to go.
Able to come off the ice. Shapiro will replace him.
Face off in the near face-off circle to head to Matthews left. Malashevsky in to take the face-off. Lindahl to her right, answer to her left. Gilo right back. At the other blue line. Now Hanson trying to get his backhanded shot. Matthews. Held in and down.
I've seen a lot of that so far tonight. Especially down here in center. From all UMass zones. Finally, they're getting some sustained pressure here.
Trying to set up a bouncing puck. That's exciting. One out for Zoo out of front. Shot goes into good pops in the air. Puck still rolling on the ice. He's finally the second offensive zone right for the second period. Stopping Little doesn't get it.
Here it comes. Hanson coming in. Hanson. From the back.
1-0 to Michigan here in the second period.
Hanson makes it look easy on the breakaway. Beats Matthews on the blocker side. It's 1-0.
Hanson's 7th goal of the season. And she is really lighting up the charts.
Almost a goal game. He's a player that knows how to score in their own right. No matter what he is. It's an absolutely near point. That is good back with a couple people to the outside by Impossible. A couple of opportunities in this one. But honest, like you mentioned in the open, she's been phenomenal.
Pearson, who didn't play much last year,
Yet it's
played
still
a
conveys
total of
what's going on.
8 games in her freshman year.
Probably better
Now
than
she's up on the first line with some experienced players like Neil and Dustin, and she's making her impact known.
Oh, you're trying to get that'll end up on net. Pull down, good job.
Play it safe and cover that one up.
All the really does offense. In her career, she only has one goal in her 26 games played. She has created so much, but still only one goal. It'd be nice to see her get on the score.
Face off in the offensive zone for Massachusetts. Towards the goal line. Mentioned Williams. The line is, as a whole, is probably one of the better lines for Massachusetts. As you see Coach Bill Wright in his hand by his face. I'm very happy in this one. He's a very animated coach. Works the team hard. They practice pretty much every day of the week. And expects a lot of good results, as he should. Here comes Little, carving away into the offensive zone. That shot deflects. It's a lively bounce off the inboards out in front. And it's taken away by the Michigan.
It's trying to make a move and clear the way.
It's a little 2-on-1 out. Right from the camera here. Goes high into the air. Looking after it. And they put it down below and will swat that one out emphatically. And that hits Connie in the deep right. And all the other way. Spin away towards the middle. Here's an opportunity. That shot saved by Matthews. Breaking down on her.
7:01 left to go here in the second.
7 minutes left in the second period. Face off to the right of Matthews. Long shot from the point. Almost deflected after the Massachusetts. And now it's the glove of Sarah Matthews.
It's been very different.
As face-off in the far face-off circle, that puck comes right back behind, trying to get it is into the pull that away is digging in the near
corner boards.
trying to get that it's the Myles coming in.
Now Shefsky here now. Right into the middle. Nice play by Zoo. And break her up. She works one-on-one now through the defensive zone. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Now right back into Massachusetts. Long goal score in the game so far. 6:10 left here in the second period.
All the way back to far point. Doug's trying to get it out. He's over the job.
Zoo will nudge this one ahead. She goes one-on-one on the forecheck. Zoo skating after it. Puck goes behind the goal line. Michigan goes deep. He's this soft pass. Comes right in front of us and it's picked off by Little. She falls to the ground. Michigan comes the other way. A lot of speed. Here they go. Shot headed away by Matthews. Down by the goal line for Drew Williams. Here's Williams, a lot of open ice with speed. Dishes it off to the left side, around Rockdale. Rockdale coming in on the left side. Wrist shot from afar. He's smothered by Connie.
Shots like that are really going to trouble Connie. She's an excellent goalie, and so UMass really need to work into the offensive zone with possession and go for those A1 chances and shoot upper corners. Try and tie this game up at all.
Here comes Michigan trying to feed it ahead. To keep the Wolverines stick down by the end.
And this is whistled down for an offsides. If you're Coach Wright right now, what's the game plan?
I think your veteran players need to step up here. O'Neal and Dustin, they really need to step up and find UMass a goal. You're playing number 5 team in the country, and you have an opportunity to really challenge them. And so, if you're one of the top players on this team, really push.
They don't want the near boards complex the way it is in this one. They don't want the
Fuck up for grabs and both teams moving it to the outside now.
Take that rebound and put it in now. Set by
Deep, Massachusetts, those teams being their own side. 4:30 left here in the second period.
through into the slot. Hanson trying to get to it. The UMass gets right back into the neutral zone. It's coming down the far board.
Michigan will send it in deep. That come out of Burnett, sells it down behind the goal. For Shelby Little. Little with her head up, looking now for Shapiro. Here she comes the other way, 1-on-2. Drafting her way in, shot from the far is easily gloved by Pond.
25 saves already in this game. 4 minutes remaining in the second period. He has been excellent, keeping them ahead.
4:11 left here in the second period. Opportunity the other way. Nice job by Dan. Great job to shoot that. Rips the puck free. Tries to rim around out of the zone. Now here's a possible breakaway for Joanna Dustin. Dustin on her horse, and she just cannot get there. A little bit too much. As the puck slides all the way down behind the goal line. Dustin puts on the brakes, looking for something out in front. So we go back to Riley Evans on deep. Evans, big shot from the point. It's a save by Pond.
Dustin just unable to control that puck. She's been 3 on goal.
Just
Does a good job across the ice and getting the message.
In something offensive zone. To the left of Pond. Massachusetts tries to win. And it's kept in momentarily by Kennedy Pearson. Here's a takeaway now. Dustin, rising shot off the crossbar. She missed on that breakaway opportunity. Just barely missed, probably by an inch or two there. We'll have a whistle for an offside. Again, not a lot of physical play here as we've seen in games past. No penalties so far. 3:11 left in the second. Michigan up 1-0.
That's something that was interesting in this game a lot. I think penalty in this game. That's a struggle. Special teams. The last 3 games, it's a outstandingly low number.
Oh, right through the state. Beautiful job.
2:45 left in the second period. Massachusetts down 1-0. Here's Bennett at the point. Pops up. Massachusetts working it back up top to Bennett. Excuse me, that's not Bennett. Ladler here. Excuse me. Road. It's been a long day. Massachusetts playing with it in the near corner boards. Works it back up top to Zoo in the near half court. Zoo goes back down low. 2:15 left here in the second. Michigan doing a nice job keeping Massachusetts on the outside of the ice. Now here's a possible 2-on-1 for Michigan. Massachusetts skating back to break it up and they do a nice job of doing just that. Massachusetts the other way.
Oh boy.
We have a whistle.
Coach taking that big hit. 42 in the second.
Absolutely. There's one timer behind you off on the far side. We're trying to get to it now. Coming into the near corner.
All the way. Midsection. Covers that one up for her 24th save of the game.
That shot, Michigan tied the shots at 25 each, and it was 11 to 8 after the first period. You can see how the shots have changed in the second half.
The long shot of one of board.
Makes a move. I'm trying to walk.
Tripping on Michigan.
So the Minutemen will get 1 minute of their penalty of their power play here in the second period, and they'll get the remaining minute, assuming there's no goal in the third period to start. It's a good opportunity here for the Minutemen to bring this game up. Throughout the whole season, power play has been decent, 20%. In the last 3 games, it's not been decent, 7%.
So we'll see Massachusetts capitalize on to the left. Get it back, right back to Lila Roach. Now, Dustin, right back to Roach. Goes deep now for Shelby. Blackburn are Lois. 40 seconds left in the second period. Massachusetts on the power play. Here's the captain. Deanna O'Neill on the left side. On the back end, here's Little like that. Goes deep, far side. Lila Roach got the deflected down. Now behind the goal. His own knees. It's also brought on top to Lila Roach. Slowly, intensively circling her off. Roach gets right back. Far circle. A lot of room. Roach shot deflecting on
Doing a good job sitting in those shooting lanes, not letting the pucks go in on opponent. It's not being touched. 9.6 seconds remaining here in the second period.
Get something done. Something left about 5 seconds left. That will do it. For 40 minutes here. Massachusetts now 1-0. They have a goal for
They have the one.
They have 20 minutes to try to get the job done after that. We're going to step aside real quick. Again, we're trying to figure out the technical issues. So for those tuning in, please stay with us. We'll be right back on 91.1 WMUA. right, here we go. That might have picked something up. No, the input was Scarlet, but now I'm doing Scarlet output. Yeah, well, that's the only thing that's working right now. I put Scarlet output, and now it's working. Dude, I'm about to wrap this up. I'm not even joking. I don't know what to do. Oh, yeah, we'll film the game. I mean, we're looking. Hold on. Just talk. Give us a...
Okay. As we get ready here for the third period, momentarily, in around 3 minutes' time, UMass trail Michigan 1-0 in a game of two tales, really. UMass dominated the first period. Shots were 11-8. They had possession in the Michigan zone for a lot of the time, but second period faltered a little bit. Michigan started to have sustained pressure in the Minutemen defensive zone. Totaled 18 shots in that period for Michigan. They got the goal with Hansen. They found her on a breakaway. She put it up over the pads of Sarah Matthews. And that's how Michigan found themselves up 1-0. Michigan, a team that's ranked fifth in the nation, Michigan is. UMass are 24th. And so it's been a good performance to stay within one, especially considering the recent results against Niagara. A 6-2 loss, a 5-2 loss to the 12th ranked team in the country. It's been a good turnaround. I think that week of rest for the Minutewomen has proved powerful as they've proved themselves on a different level here. They will have 1 minute of a power play when we start the third period, and hopefully that's a chance for them to come back in this game.
And with that said, I believe our audio is good again. Apologize for the technical difficulties. I think we just resolved it. So please let us know how we sound right now. I think we are ready to go. And speaking of ready to go, like you mentioned, special teams for Massachusetts have not been good as of late, but they have an opportunity to free themselves of any sort of burden that they put them on themselves within the past couple of weeks with a goal early in the third. They've had some opportunities, especially towards the end of that period. Had some shots. I would say Michigan won the first 10 minutes. I think Massachusetts won the last 10. Do you think that's a fair assessment?
Maybe they evened it out in the last 10 minutes because those 18 shots, Matthews took a lot of pressure throughout that entire period. And so she did well to hold off and only allow one goal during that game and during that period, And the shots are now 28-26, still in favor of UMass thanks to the first period. But they need to come out early. A goal would be really important. They don't have their timeout anymore. They lost their timeout, calling it during the middle of the second period because of the sustained pressure from Michigan. So now they don't have their timeout. So a goal early will be really important for the Minutewomen.
Massachusetts looking to get rid of their 3-game losing stretch. They were in Niagara just a few weeks ago. They had the bye week. Games are starting to ramp up here. You think about the new year that they're going into. The winter holiday, they continue to play through there into January, February. So a long season still to go. A lot of fun and festivities, but right now they have 20 minutes to try to knot this game up at the very least. Exactly 1 minute on the power play for Massachusetts. Face off at the Power U. They win this one cleanly back. It's O'Neill to Roche, and O'Neill gets it right back at the Hockey East logo. Thanks for joining in, and we appreciate your patience with the technical difficulties here on 91.1 WMUA. Again, very sorry for that, but we hope we are underway here and getting ready for something better to come. Here's Kennedy Pearson in the near corner. She'll put on the brakes, tries to peel back. She reverses it to Brianna O'Neill. O'Neill along the half wall. She has Roche in her pocket, goes cross ice to Little. Little shot doesn't get through, gets blocked down by Izzy German. And now tangled up in front of the Michigan bench. Michigan wins it back, and they will shoot that one all the way down, but it gets blocked now by Roche. Here's Roche at the UMass logo. Skates it in. 15 seconds left on the power play for Massachusetts. Pearson skating after it. That one ricochets out of the offensive zone for Massachusetts, and their power play, if they don't score in 5 seconds, will expire. Here's O'Neal carving her way in. Little pass to herself, gets away from her, and it's in on net and whistled down. And a Massachusetts power play. Couple good opportunities, but no high-quality shots as it goes in vain.
Michigan did a good job of killing some time on that UMass power play, not really letting them get set up. And through the first minute, now Michigan even ice for both teams.
Massachusetts wins this back. Long shot from Riley Evans goes into the far corner boards. Julie Williams on the forecheck. Comes back up top of the point, and it's kept in by Massachusetts. Here's a spinorama try. That one goes out in front. And Williams, big drive pad save by Poneth.
Poneth tracked that puck all the way to her left pad.
And now here's Lindell the other way. Tries to take a shot. That one goes spilling into the far corner boards. And settled down by Evans. Evans tries to brush it ahead. Michigan doing a nice job keeping it in the offensive zone. Puck along the far corner boards. Works back up top of the point now along the far half wall. And here comes Williams the other way. Williams working 1-on-2. The righty on the forehand. Takes a long shot from the point. It deflects wide of Poneth. And around to the far corner boards. Massachusetts goes for a partial change. Just over 2 minutes in here in the third period. 1-0 Michigan.
Good poke by Gustafson, not allowing Julia Williams to get a clean shot off.
And for Massachusetts, have to feel like you have to come out hot, wouldn't you say, Myles?
Yeah, for sure. An early goal would be important. We were talking about that during the second intermission break. They don't have their timeout. So if they get late in the game, they're down 1. They can't rely on that timeout to get some coaching from Coach Wright.
Here's Swanson trying to take him to the offensive zone. She's got Ferris at the point. Minutewomen working 2-on-2 along the near half wall. Just 3 minutes in here in the third period. Massachusetts down by 1.
This already feels more like the first period. The shots are 4-0 in favor of the Minutewomen in this period.
Little plays it high off the glass, looking for Dunn. She's chasing after it towards the end of her shift. Now she works 1-on-2 along the at UMass Hockey logo along the boards. Takes a hit as Massachusetts tries to hem Michigan in. And Michigan will shoot it out of the zone. Swanson tries to play it ahead. Riley Evans on deep, back checking for Massachusetts. Evans will skirt it along the far boards.
Fourth line out there for the Minutewomen, their first shift since the first period.
A Wolverine goes down, gets stripped up by the linesman, and Massachusetts takes it out for the moment. Over 4 minutes in here. Wolverines will shoot it in. Matthews will leave it for Riley Evans. Matthews has had a phenomenal day so far. Just 1 goal allowed. She's made 25 saves. And we have over 15 minutes left here. Here's a rising shot. That one goes over her right shoulder and into the far corner boards. Brianna O'Neal will play it ahead. Here's Dustin. She had an opportunity earlier in the game on a breakaway. The one-on-one try goes to flex wide below the goal line. Dustin tries to work to the captain in O'Neal. Dustin gets it right back. Sharp angle shot behind the goal line. Makes its way on net, and it is saved by Poneth. Good effort from Dustin.
Dustin's positioning is amazing throughout this game. She's able to find spaces to give massive chances. Like that breakaway early in the first. There was one in the second where she got hawked from behind, but she puts herself in the best space to get those chances.
Here's Little in the far corner boards. Massachusetts will brush it around near to the near half wall. And Michigan will shoot this one in. Over 5 minutes in here in the third period. Michigan will go D to D as they try to flip it into the defensive zone for Massachusetts. Shelby Little wasn't ready for the pass from Roche, but now she gets the puck back on her tape, and it's tipped in by Kennedy Pearson into the offensive zone. Over 5 minutes in. Michigan will take it out, and here they go through the power U. It's Hansen on her forehand, driving wide, goes to her backhand, tries to get the corner, and a great defensive play by Little. But here's another takeaway for the Wolverines. Backhand shot, easily saved by Sarah Matthews.
It's a perfect example of how dangerous Lucy Hansen can be. She got the goal earlier in this game on the breakaway, using her edges to work it to the outside, tried to cut it inside, but couldn't get through the host of Minutewomen sticks.
Wolverines win the face-off. Hansen plays it back to Farris at the point. Farris will shoot it all the way in deep. Riley Evans skating after it. She tries to get to the free puck. She works ahead for Hannah Gromko. As the Minutewomen enter the offensive zone. Julia Williams tries to come over for help. Hannah Gromko joins the party, but it's taken away by the Wolverines. Almost a dangerous opportunity there. Here's Malshevsky in the near corner boards for Michigan. And now it's taken away 1-on-2 for Hannah Gromko as she tries to find Julia Williams. Williams will bank it in, and those two forwards will go for a full-hearted change. Here's Swanson up the far side, driving to the forehand. Great shot, she scores!
Michigan captain cutting to the inside, gets it past Matthews. And with 13-12 remaining in the third period, Michigan lead 2-0. Kelsey Swanson with her first of the season in her 58th career game for Michigan Wolverines.
And Myles, she came right off the bench with blazing speed and was able to put that by Matthews. Nothing that she could do on that. So now Massachusetts down 2, trying to find 2 more at the very least with 13 minutes left in the third. Here's a try from Katie German, goes into the far corner boards. Michigan trying to play to the center ice, and it's taken away by Massachusetts. Here's Dunn. Massachusetts will dump it in deep. And Michigan will play it out. Aaron Bennett will shoot it in. Massachusetts will go on a 2-woman forecheck. As the puck rattles down here in the neutral zone. The Wolverines looking to add to their 2-goal lead. It was Hansen in the first period. Hansen in the second period. And then Swanson just a few moments ago to open up the third. Here's the drop pass for Massachusetts. Low shot doesn't get through. Massachusetts trying to work from low to high. He'll play it around to the far side. And the Wolverines will brush it out. Here comes Michigan, 2-on-2 the other way. As they weave their way in. Nice play by Lila Roche as she disrupts that opportunity. UMass having a little trouble getting into the offensive zone from their defensive zone the past couple minutes of play. Now here's the takeaway by Kennedy Pearson behind the goal line. Pearson skating around, puts on the brakes, tries to work her way towards the middle, but she elects to drop it off for Brianna O'Neill with a couple Wolverines on her. O'Neill gets bumped around a little bit by a couple of Wolverines. But now it's taken away by Michigan the other way, as they'll dump it in.
10 minutes 36. UMass desperately need a goal here quickly. They do not have a timeout, and a goal here would be massively beneficial if they want to come back in this game.
Here's an opportunity out in front for Massachusetts. Just slides through the empty slot. Here's Williams now on the chase. Williams skating back up towards her blue line. Tries to fire that one on net off her back foot. She gives it away for the moment. Here comes the Wolverines 2-on-2 the other way. Shelby Little doing a nice job on defense. Rides a Wolverine into the boards. As the puck spills around near along the half wall. Here's Lindahl. Wrist shot, padded save by Matthews. Live rebound. A one-time try out in front. Hanson looking for it, as she can't get a handle on it.
Something I'd like to see UMass do is get Little involved in the offense, like they did in the first period. She was taking the puck up herself.
As there's a one-time try out in front. A save by Matthews. Not sure she knew where it was, but nevertheless keeps it out of the net. But like you mentioned,
yeah, Little in the first period created a lot of offense for the Minutewomen in bringing the puck up herself. She has that ability to take the puck up herself and create shots on net from those rushes. So it creates a new level of offense that we haven't seen since the first period.
Massachusetts wins the face-off. It's Riley Evans, works it up the far side. Here's Zoo calling for it. Zoo, the righty, working in on her backhand. Now she peels back to the point and then goes back down low. Massachusetts trying to cycle it to the outside. And here's an opportunity out in front. They score!
Abigail Dunn with the goal. What a back pass from Lily Sparrow to drop it for Zoo. And then found Dunn in front, wide open. Everyone's following Sparrow. As she's going behind the net, she drops it back and caught everybody by surprise.
UMass was down, but not done. Abigail Dunn slices this lead in half. It's 2-1 with 9:02 left here in the third. That was a reinvigorating goal from Massachusetts. You see with the Selly, Coach Wright was fired up on the bench, and Massachusetts is back in this game. They get their first goal of the game in over 50 minutes. And now it's Dustin. She's had a lot of great opportunities tonight. Looking to tie this one up on the forecheck. Dustin skating back after it. Michigan trying to work their way through the neutral zone. They do so successfully. 8:35 left here in the third period. Joanna Dustin settles it down on her backhand, gets it stripped from her, as the Wolverines try to shimmy it back up top to the point. Dustin gives a hit, and the puck goes down behind the goal line for the 6-foot Evans. Dustin tries to swat at that puck like a fly, doesn't get out. Massachusetts having a little trouble here in their own D zone.
Ava Cargiulo for Michigan, keeping the puck in multiple times. She can't get that one, but she did a good job keeping UMass pinned in their own zone.
Here's UMass. They go D to D. And now an opportunity for the Minutewomen. Almost toe drag opportunity there on Malashevsky. With 7:30 left here in the third period. Game one of a two-game set between UMass and Michigan. They'll be at it again tomorrow morning. Make sure you tune in. We'll have the coverage for you. And this one is whistled down for an icing.
Throughout the season, Michigan have a goals against average of 1.71. They've been excellent. In the last 3 games, 1.33. A goal here will surpass that and really show that UMass have the ability to compete with these top teams.
Face off to the left opponent. Here's a long try from Bennett. Skips its way through. 7:15 left here in the third, as Massachusetts trails by 1. Here's the shot. That one saved by Matthews.
The two teams that have scored multiple goals against Michigan are Maryville University, who are ranked second, McKendree, who are ranked third, and then Michigan State, who got 2 against them in a 6-2 loss. A goal here, even if they don't get the win, like I said, will prove that this is a top team in the ACHA.
Michigan wins it right back. They try to work it out in front as Dunn skates after. Dunn, the lone goal for Massachusetts just a few minutes ago. At the 51-minute mark in this game, puck goes all the way down as Ponith will play it. Here's Zoo on the forecheck, kept in by Riley Evans. Now on the far side, UMass looking for it out in front. That shot saved by Ponith. Doesn't know where it is, and now it's in the far corner. Dunn can't keep it in, and Michigan will skate it out. Here's a one-on-one the other way. Coming in with speed and a great play from Shelby Little. She's done that a lot this game. Dunn tries to flick it out at the UMass logo. Zoo on the forecheck, and it's taken away by Zoo.
What a third period from this third line. Really has been the best line in this period. Multiple chances. They get the goal to keep them in it. They're keeping the energy for the Minutewomen. 5:52 remaining in the third period. Shots are 37-33 in favor of the Minutewomen.
And the puck goes up over the glass and out of play. Someone's mother made a great one-handed play there. Souvenir for life. As UMass wins this one right back. Down 1, 5:45 left here in the third period. For those tuning in on 91.1 WMUA, we appreciate you hanging with us through the technical difficulties. Again, our sincerest apologies. And here's an opportunity on the doorstep, and it's turned aside by Matthews. Almost a calamity for Massachusetts, but they get away with that one.
That wraparound chance was really dangerous for Michigan. It's just snuck to the other side of the crease.
O'Neal blocks the shot from German. Here's another opportunity, almost a wraparound there, like you said. And now it's taken away by Kennedy Pearson. Pearson tries to pass it across, whiffs it on the first time, elects to take it in herself. She'll bat that one in on goal, and it's Brianna O'Neal, the lone Minutewoman on the forecheck. O'Neal will drive wide on the backhand. She gets stuffed behind Ponith, and the Wolverines will try to clear this one out. Shelby Little can't get to the blue line in time. Massachusetts will have to regroup in their own end. 4:33 left. That shot goes saucering over the head of Ponith. Massachusetts on the forecheck in the far corner boards along the UMass logo. Couple Minutewomen working behind the goal line as Michigan will take this one out themselves through the neutral zone. Here's Rompko trying to get the corner, racing wide. Julia Williams along the far half wall, shoots that one high out in front. Gromko shot, and that one is saved by Ponith.
Gromko finds the puck at the top of the slot. But it's an easy glove save for Ponith, who has been excellent tonight. 38 saves, and she's really been the difference in this game. She's kept Michigan in this game 39 shots for the Minutewomen.
She has been rock solid, that's for sure, as Massachusetts wins this one back, but the Wolverines will slide it down the ice. Puck won't have enough legs to get there. It won't be an icing. Massachusetts will have to go 200 feet the other way. Here's Zoo trying to settle down the frolicking puck. She takes this one on her backhand, gets a little help from Ship. And this is whistled down for an offside. Thought it was a penalty there. We've only had one penalty in this game. But it'll be whistled down for an offside.
I'm going to put more emphasis on this shot, how important it is. Michigan throughout the season averaged 25.9 shots against per game. UMass are going to pass 40 in this game. They have had an excellent game. despite being down 1-0.
Here's Evans, a lot of room out in front. She scores! Riley Evans deposits into the back of the net. She knocks this one up with 3:20 left in the third.
Jew with the tip on that shot from Evans. And the third line getting on the score sheet once again. On the 40th shot, it is tied here 2-2 in the Mini Mullen Center.
Joanna Zhu. Right place, right time off the shot from Riley Evans, and this is tied up 2-2, less than 3 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the third. Massachusetts comes right the other way. That shot goes wide of the net, but Pontiff elects to make the glove save and force a face-off.
What a period for the Minutewomen. They scored 2 here.
And here's another opportunity for them on the doorstep. Massachusetts almost gets a couple of good chances there as this one rattles out of the offensive zone. Here's Lindahl working across, fires a low shot, slides wide of Matthews. 2:55 left here in the third.
UMass are dominating the shot counter in this period, 15-7.
Here's Hansen. She had the first goal of the game. Driving to the inside, flares that one over the head of Sarah Matthews. Izzy German along the far side, working with Joanna Dustin. German and Dustin mixing it up, and now this one's taken away by Hansen again. Hansen patiently saucers that one past the right post. As the Wolverines cycle this one around, 2:20 left here in the third. Thanks for tuning in alongside Myles Donato, Ava Fernandez. My name is Jacob Brepper, as this one is shot on net and saved by Matthews. Her 33rd save of the game.
What a game from Matthews. Really has been important for UMass, keeping this game at 2-2.
Face off to the left of Matthews, and it's won by Massachusetts. Here comes the Minutewomen the other way. That shot deflects into the corner boards. Michigan looking to take it out. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left here in the third period. Here's Little. Pushes it ahead to Julia Williams, and Williams and company goes on the forecheck behind the goal line. Williams working on her backhand, tries to peel back in front. The shot and is smothered by Pond. Little extracurriculars here in front of the net with 1:46 left.
Let's see if the second line can make an impact here. They had a good first period, but now can they make the difference here late in the game?
Here's Little. She'll chip that one into the far side. Massachusetts tries to go out in front. Rebound in front. Couple fans go on their feet. Williams thought she had an opportunity, but that was smothered by Pontiff. 1:36 left, Myles. Massachusetts wants to knot this one up. What are you looking for?
Shots from the point. We've seen, if you get a shot, tips. Tips is what it is. Shots from the points and then tips off of those. Pontiff is a good goalie. She won't be able to, she will save a shot that's just lollipopped to her.
And now an opportunity possibly the other way. Hansen, and a great defensive play by Little. Are they going to call this an offsides? They will. I thought it was a hooking call on Little. It's no penalty. It'll be a face-off in the neutral zone. Malashevsky on the dot, working against O'Neill. And it's taken away by Joanna Dustin in the neutral zone, trying to get the blue line, and she does. Here's Pearson, tries to cut to her backhand. Puck slides far into the far corner boards. Kennedy Pearson gets ridden to the boards, and she gets some help from Joanna Dustin. Michigan will play it. They'll go D-to-D behind the goal, and it'll settle down by Hansen. Hansen shoots this one all the way down. Massachusetts looks to turn it up ice with 50 seconds left here in the third period. 50. Here's Malashevsky. And that is whistled, possibly whistled for the offsides, but Linesman puts his hand down. We play on. 36 seconds left here in the third period. Possibly one last rush for both teams. Long shot from the point, steered aside by Matthews. And it is gained by O'Neal. O'Neal trying to find Julia Williams. Williams working one-on with Katie German. As Hansen will slide this pass back to her defender. Shelby Little looking to reverse course with Julia Williams. Puck slides into the defensive zone for the Minutewomen. 10 seconds left here in the third period. Massachusetts with a late comeback goal. And that will do it for 60 minutes here at the Mullen Center. We are going to overtime. So one player on these two teams has an opportunity to end it in overtime. We've seen overtime for Massachusetts. Just a few weeks ago, they played Northeastern. That game went into OT.
Dunn, Sparrow, and Zoo are the difference in this game. They get both the goals for the Minutemen. That line really showed up in the third period.
And if you're Coach Wright, I mean, Myles, think back to the beginning of this game. Massachusetts was down. Didn't have a lot of opportunities. They had a lot of shots on net. You look at the shots on net right now, 44. But they didn't have any of those deflections like you're talking about, but also a lot of opportunities out in front on the doorstep of Poneth, which we talked about how phenomenal she's been in this one. Because certainly at this point in the game, has to be an incredible opportunity if Massachusetts wants to get a goal. And conversely, Sarah Matthews has been on her game. She hasn't seen a lot here in the third period. Massachusetts has dominated, but she's been sharp. She's had 34 saves, and she's been reliable, very reliable for Massachusetts.
In that period, the Minute Women outshot Michigan 16-10. And that was the difference. They played like they wanted it more in that third period. This has been an important game for them to show what they can do, and they've proved themselves at a high level here.
We'll see who Coach Wright elects to put out there for the start of this overtime. And again, to all of our 19 viewers, watchers, and listeners, we appreciate you tuning in and hanging with us through the technical difficulties.
Typically in overtime, especially 3v3 overtime, you send out your top 6 players as the forwards. But with the amazing play of the third line, do you trust them to get the minutes here in overtime?
Yeah, I think you kind of have to balance both offense and defense. And that's going to be a question for Coach Wright as we are underway. We'll see what Massachusetts does. A 5-minute overtime here at the Mullen Center. It's Dustin, O'Neal, and Shelby Little, all three very capable players in their own right. And when they are paired together, well, magic can happen. Here's Little driving wide, the righty defenseman. On her backhand, getting pressured one-on-one. She drops it off to Dustin. Dustin looking to end this game, tries to get to the middle, and it slides off the toe of her stick. A great opportunity for Dustin, but she just couldn't get it back to the backhand.
Now, an offensive zone faceoff for the Minutewomen. They can gain possession of the puck here if they win this.
Face off to the left of Poneth, and the Wolverines looking to stretch this pay of place. Here's Lindahl working behind the goal. She heads her way towards the blue line and out gets the corner. Looking to end this game here. Wrist shot deflected. A great play from Shelby Little to deflect that into the netting.
She's been doing that all day, making those important poke checks, getting in the way of shots. She has been amazing defensively for the Minutewomen.
You'll get there. It takes a while. Face off to the left of Matthews. And this one is one back, 1-2 good for Michigan. It goes all the way down on the forecheck for Massachusetts was Hannah Gromko. Gromko skating back defensively. Oh, and a big hit there. And that is going to be a penalty on Massachusetts. It is Ivory Arg when she collided with Hansen. Hansen had the first goal of the game. A stick went flying. And Arguin will be penalized at the very least 2 minutes for that. Again, no hitting in women's hockey. Again, it looked like incidental contact. We don't have video replay. We're working on getting that.
Felt very minimal contact. Maybe like stick to knee, and then the stick went flying to make it look a lot worse than it is. But still, Michigan will have a power play here.
And you see Coach Wright pleading his case there to the linesman right before. And this kind of goes back to that power play talk there. You're talking, the timeout talk that you said earlier, how Coach Wright called a timeout early in the second when Massachusetts wasn't playing well, and now Michigan, speaking of timeouts, they will use theirs.
So it'll be 4-on-3, as 3v3 overtime rules are. 4-on-3 for Michigan for 2 whole minutes with 4 minutes remaining in overtime. It's be an important, very important penalty kill for the Minutewomen. On the season, UMass on the penalty kill, 75%. The shocking number is in the last 3 games, 33%. They've had 6 penalty kills in the last 3 games and have been scored on in each of those games.
So Pontiff will skate back into her crease. She hopes for at least the next 2 minutes she won't have to face very many shots at all. A little bit of overtime here at the Minnie Mullins Center in Amherst, Massachusetts. UMass went down early. They clawed their way back, tied it up 2-2. And now looking to end this one in overtime. But first, they have to kill off a critical 2-minute penalty. 3:57 left, here in overtime. Massachusetts wins this cleanly back at Shelby Little, trying to turn the corner, almost loses a handle on it. But luckily for Massachusetts, Gromko is able to get it out. Hansen took a hit a few moments ago. That was how she drew the penalty. She's all right and back on the ice. Hansen in the far circle. She gets it right back. Now below the goal line, 3:30 left here in overtime. 1:30 left on the power play. Hansen to the right of Matthews. Centering try. Pad save by Matthews. Rebound. And she steers it aside. What an acrobatic play from Sarah Matthews.
Michigan setting up their power play here. 4-on-3.
Michigan looking to get something out in the middle. And it's taken away by Gromko. Gromko fending against Farris as she tries to keep the pace of play moving forward, and a very aggressive play there from Shelby Little.
She had missed that. They were going the other way, but here comes Michigan.
Here comes Michigan. It's Farris all alone. Farris, the backhand try, steered aside by Matthews. 2:48 left here in overtime, 50 seconds left on the power play. And Joanna Dustin will clear this puck down. It's rolling on its edge like an out-of-balance CD. And now it's a one-on-one. Working against the forward, Julia Williams. That shot just goes wide past the left shoulder of Matthews and out of the zone, back into the neutral zone.
25 seconds remaining on the Michigan power play.
Riley Evans will bank that off the boards. Here's Cummings through the power U. 15 seconds left on the penalty kill for Massachusetts. 2:10 left in overtime. Cummings tries to drive the middle, gets stood up by the post, and it's poked away by Matthews. Evans working one-on-one at the corner boards. Williams tries to come over to help. It's German with a lot of space. Tries to get the corner. Wrist shot saved by Matthews. Matthews stands tall, denies Katie German, and that will do it for the Massachusetts penalty kill.
Even strength now for 1:54 in overtime. The Minutewomen do a good job of killing that power play. So we're back to 3-on-3. Shapiro and O'Neill for UMass.
Malashevsky on the dot going up against O'Neill. She gets the better of her. Michigan works it back to their D. Malashevsky, the lefty in the far circle, going one-on-one against the captain, O'Neal. 1:40 left here in OT. Those two players battling. As this one slides out towards the crease, poked away by Matthews. Malashevsky tries to get it right back. A little bit of miscommunication as that puck tumbles all the way down the length of the ice. 1:24 left here in overtime. 2-2 between Massachusetts and Michigan. Michigan goes 2-on-2 the other way, and here's a possible opportunity for Massachusetts. The pass is a little bit too far forward for Zoo, as Lindahl will play it. Lindahl moving it over to the far side from Malashevsky. Less than a minute left here in overtime, and possibly Massachusetts' final opportunity. Williams been on, that's Zoo and Gromko. Here's Gromko. Drop pass to Zoo. A lot of space, a lot of time. Shot patted away by Ponith. 40 seconds left here in overtime. Malashevsky again towards the end of her shift. Lightly backhands that one in on goal.
Two good defensive plays by Gromko, leading to opportunities for the Minutewomen.
Here's German on her backhand in the near circle. She gets twisted down. 20 seconds left here in overtime. Zoo working one-on-one behind the goal line. Massachusetts just trying to hold in and lock down defensively. Long try from the point, deflects out in front, just misses. 5 seconds left on the clock here in overtime. Massachusetts is going to let this one dribble down. One final opportunity is no good for Michigan. And that will do it here from the Mullen Center.
2-2 draw. Both teams' second tie of the season. Great game here in Amherst.
And with that said, we thank you all for tuning in to 91.1 WMUA. Massachusetts 2, Michigan 2. Alongside Myles Donato, I've been Jacob Repper. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties early in the first 40 minutes of play. We'll get that figured out for you and have it ready to go next time tomorrow morning here on the home fort for Minutemen and Minutewomen Sports on 91.1 WMUA.